Welcome, 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 welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining our platform. Wherever you are joining from, we welcome you. We appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the program today. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. Share so that we can reach to as many people as possible. It is our responsibility to carry this message to the whole part of the world, and we must do so. So please, as you connect to the platform, I urge you to kindly like and share. Like and share. Like and share. Don't keep the message to yourself. Make sure you invite at least one person to this program. As you are sharing, I'm also sharing, and I'm inviting people also. So let's do it. Let's invite as many people as possible and pass this message this morning. I welcome you all that have connected. Thank you for being part of the program. And before we go into the program fully, we have to listen to our inspirational music and the prayer from our Supreme Leader, Mazin Nandika. Let's go. You're welcome, Irene A. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Jack Acho, thank you for joining. Please share, like the program, and share as you join. Like and share as you join. Thank you for joining. My sister Diana, thank you for joining. Please like and share the program. Like and share the program on your platform. You're welcome, James. Thank you for joining, James. Like and share the program. Like and share before we start. Welcome. Before we finally kick off the program, as always, you know that prayer is the key. When it comes to this restoration of Biafra, we cannot do without prayer. We must always pray. That is how our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekara, have laid the foundation. That is how he taught us. And our Prime Minister took over from him, doing the same thing, preparing himself with prayers. And today we are going to commence with prayer. Let us pray together with our Supreme Amazon Nandekano before we enter fully into the program.
Offer every prayer to Chubu Ojike Abiyama who sent in heaven. Therefore, as we always comment, not from today, but from of old. Our Father who art in heaven, Nani Kebile Libe, Kanagedin So, that your name may be hallowed by men, that we may bow at the mention of it, that we may offer every glory unto thee, that we may offer you every adoration and adulation, because there is none like thee. You fight our battles for us. Every blessed day you demonstrate through your kindness and your everlasting mercy that you are our Lord, our God, and our Creator. This evening we offer these your children unto thee. All over this very planet that you created, they are listening across the entire 24 time zones on this very planet. We are the inhabit. They are listening to your gospel this very evening. This gospel of redemption, a gospel of hope, a gospel of restoration, a gospel of renewal, this very gospel of freedom, this very gospel of emancipation as only you ordained. That this gospel must be preached, that mankind may be set free from the eternal damnation of the creation of the village. My goodness me, I didn't want to remain in this pit because we must worship heaven. We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have sinned, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty. Is there any way that we have erred? Is there any way that our ancestors may have sinned? We confess before a congregation of the whole of humanity to ask you, oh Lord of hosts, to have mercy on us. Become a you must have mercy upon us. We have suffered enough. We have been subjugated enough. We have been tortured enough. We have been imprisoned enough. We did not do this to do anything. Our only crime is to answer your name. Our only crime is to be born your children. Our only crime is to excel at everything that we place our hands into. Our only crime is to exhibit your glory and your blessing, which manifestedly is upon our lives every blessed day. That is why they want to kill us. That is why the British want to join those of them who don't know you, to destroy your creation and your inheritance. You will not allow shame to befall your name. You will not allow the enemies to triumph over the lives of your children, because you created us to exist, to worship, to honor, and to praise you. That is exactly what we are going to do when this Biafra comes. It will come with truth and in every honesty, because we will make every blessed day. Chikwabiyama believe you're whiter than white and whiter than snow. Oh, Moses, is there any way that we have sinned that you cannot forgive us our trespasses, to enable us to fulfill your own word which was spoken thousands of years ago, that instead of what you promised not to come to pass, that heaven and earth will cease to exist. You opened your mouth, to bless mankind to the coming of the Yeshua. You came here and said, let your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. Those words can never be in vain because they are anchored upon your holiness and your majesty. That is why in the end we know that Biafra will come, that these children that we have given birth to all over the world, and their children, and their children, and their children, as long as they give birth to them and they are Biafrans, they will worship you in truth and honesty. Through this very work we are doing, mankind will come to understand you. Let your miracle be wrought in our lives. Let us witness and behold your magnificence, your holiness, your mystery, and your grace. On our account, we call upon you. We call upon you to heal. We call upon you to provide succor to those of them who are inconsolable. We ask you to come and strengthen those who are weak. We ask you to restore hope where there is hopelessness. We ask you for inclusion where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children. The ethics and the DBOs, the Insom, the security, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isobo. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Ghana. We are moving on from there to Idoma, to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these blessings we dedicate unto you. All these lands of yours, we ask you to cover it with your mercy. Because Biafra will come, and when it does, we will dance on the streets and tell you, by the time that we are born, humanity will think that we are bad, we are drunk in your glory, and rightfully so, because your kingdom will come to rest upon this very earth. That very kingdom is the unadulterated, non-negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra. That your will may be fulfilled in our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. I had a society. He said,
welcome, amazing Biafrans. I welcome every one of you that has connected to this program today, and I say, Happy New Month. Happy New Month to every one of you that has connected. We have made it into the month of May. We have made it into the month of May. Don't forget, May is a very remarkable month. May is a very remarkable month when it comes to the issue of Biafra. It is a month that we don't play with. So for us to make it into this month of May, it is a thing of joy. We thank Chukwu Gabiam for making it possible for us to make it into this May. We say, may his name be glorified. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, wherever you're watching from, I welcome all of you. Everyone that has connected, I welcome all of you. I have mentioned some names, whether I call you or not, I welcome you in a special way. My brother Emmanuel Chibike, you're welcome. Samson Onochie, you're welcome. Frank Chukwuka, you're welcome. Unurode Edeo, you're welcome. Kingsley Washington, you're welcome. Samson Onochie, you're welcome. You are all welcome. I welcome every one of you that has connected, and I say, may Chukwu guide and protect everyone that has connected. Today, we are going to discuss about Biafra Republic of Exile is the only solution, and consistency is the key. Biafra Republic of Exile Prime Minister Simon Ekpa has the key. Take it or leave it. Fellow Biafrans, for the sake of those who are watching us for the very first time on this very platform, and for the sake of those who are going to come across this our program for the very first time, I want to remind every one of those that this very platform where you are watching this program is a platform that is under the Biafra Republic government in exile. This is a platform under the command of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and on the supreme command of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In this very platform where you are watching this program, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals. We do not come here to preach lie. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. In this very platform, what we do is to bring the situation of the Biafrans before the whole world. In this platform, we speak about issues that concern Biafra. In this very platform, if you are genuinely seeking for freedom, it does not matter your race. It does not matter your religion. If you are genuinely seeking for freedom, you are welcome and you are going to enjoy your stay in this platform. In this very platform, we encourage Biafrans to continue to hold onto their legitimate rights. Some of those legitimate rights I'm going to mention. One is the right to self-determination, which international law supports. African human rights law supports. Nigerian law itself supports. Another right we must hold and hold tight is the right to self-defense. The law of nature gives you right to self-defense. International law gives you right to self-defense. African human rights law gives you right to self-defense. Nigerian law itself gives you right to self-defense. Another right you must hold strong is the right to life. Nature gives you right to life. From the moment you were brought by your mother's womb and you arrived safely and safe, you have the right to survive anywhere on the planet Earth. You have the right to life. Nature supports that. International law supports the right to life for every human being. African law supports human rights law. Support right to life for every human being. Nigerian law itself supports right to life for every human being. These three major rights is the rights we are specifying on that. Biafrans must not play with it. You must not gamble with it. It does not matter under whichever disguise that somebody will come under to convince you to walk away from any of these rights. Do not listen to such person. That person is your enemy. Biafran's right to self-determination, self-defense, and right to life must be respected. And we will not accept anyone, anywhere that we come to tell us otherwise. Fellow Biafrans that are watching, in this platform, every morning when we come here, it is always an interactive section. A section where we interact with the whole world on the situation in Biafra land. That is why I post a link there. Anyone can join us on this very platform. You must not be a Biafra for you to join us. Even if you are not a Biafra, you are from any other part of the world, or even you are a one Nigerianist, and you have a point to make, feel free to join us. We are ready to listen to you. The only thing we ask is that when you are coming to this platform, make sure you present yourself decent. You must appear in a decent manner. Because in this platform, we cannot build another zoo. When you are appearing in this platform, you cannot appear like those ones who are shouting and ranting with their body naked. Those of them who claim that they are freedom fighters, they are representing their fathers, and they are appearing naked on platform. They are appearing without any clothes on their body. You don't do that in this platform. If you must join us and speak, you have to appear decent. Put on some clothes. You can't appear like all those touts who claim to be educated when they have nothing in their brain. Who, after smoking weed, they lose control and they come online and talk stupidly. We will not allow such kind of appearance in this very platform. One thing again that we beg of you when you join us on this platform is to please make sure you present your case in a civil manner. Whatever you have to tell us, whatever you have to say, it is welcome, but you must present your case in a civil manner. The whole world is watching us. The Biafra government is watching us. Our Prime Minister is watching. People are watching us across the world. And we must not present ourselves irresponsible to the world. We must represent and represent well as we are representing Biafra. That is why I urge every one of us that is on this platform today to please, when you are coming, conduct yourself properly. We are going to give you all the time in the world to speak and say whatever you want to say. And we will respond to your questions and give you the necessary answers to your questions. The only thing we are asking from you is to please conduct yourself in a manner that will be presentable, in a manner that will be acceptable for the Biafran people, because we, the Biafrans, there are certain things we cannot accept in this very platform. Wherever you are watching this program from, I welcome you to the month of March, a very important month. Before we go deep into the message of today, I want to remind you about the self-referendum voting. I know that many of us here participated on the program yesterday. If you didn't participate, please go back and watch that program. If you did not participate on the program yesterday, go back and watch the program. You are going to learn a lot. The self-referendum is something that we must do. It is a civic responsibility of every Biafran. We must, it is a must that we will cast our vote. As long as we are up to 18 years and above, make sure you put in your vote. It is not enough you casting your own vote and relax. After casting your vote, look around you, among your family members, among your friends who are Biafrans, among your business partners. Educate them. Ask them. I know many of us here have already casted our vote, but there are still numerous people there who has not gotten the information. You must not be in the struggle to vote. Don't say that this person is not listening to the struggle. This person doesn't want to hear about Biafra. Because of that, you will not tell him about the vote. Tell everybody about the voting. Tell everyone about the voting. Then let the remaining be for them. Another thing you will do is to help those who cannot be able to vote on their own. You can help them. How do you help them? You can help them to create a Gmail for them. You can help them, interview them, and get their information. With their own consent, put their information into the site. Then allow them to vote. We explain this thing very well so that people will not think that you are voting for someone else. Nobody is voting for anybody. What happened is that you help those people to create a Gmail. Then interview them, interrogate them, get their information, put on that very platform, and then put their picture, which is very, very important, with their consent. Then they cast their vote. That is how it's been done. So you can help everyone around you, your family members, because we know there are some people who do not have access to internet. There are people who do not have the smartphone. All you have to do is to get their consent, educate them, get their consent, get their picture, and then help them to cast the vote. We are entering into the last phase of the fourth stage. That is why it has become necessary that we will continue to talk about this. Yesterday was a seminar conducted by the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. You had the seminar, and so many explanations were made, questions were asked. If you are not on that program, please go and search up for the program and watch. You can see the program on the platform of our Prime Minister, on so many of our platforms, the Biafra Republic Government media. You will see it there. Fellow Biafran that are watching, remember, to show you how important the self-referendum is, this very month we are in, 29th, 30th, and 31st, will be a sit at home to enable Biafrans to cast their vote. Every one of you know what 30th is, our Heroes Day. 2 days have been added to this so that people can have the preparation and time to be able to cast their vote. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, do not allow anybody to deceive you or confuse you. Do not allow anybody to distract you or deceive you. We have a responsibility to carry out. This self-referendum is important for you, for me, for every one of us. It is not enough to continue to cry for marginalization. It is not enough to continue to say, I want Biafra, I want Biafra. It is not enough to shout, all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. It is not enough to agitate. The world we live in today works according to facts. They want to know how prepared you are. They want to know how many of you are seeking for the freedom. They want to know how sincere you are. And this self-referendum is going to answer all these questions in black and white. You and I know that the zoo have told so many lies against us. They have told so many lies, uncountable lies against the Biafran people. And I'm going to mention some of those lies. They say that it is only people who are living in diaspora that are asking for Biafra. They say people in the homeland are not among those asking, that it is people in the diaspora that are making noise everywhere. That is a lie. But this is what the Zoological Republic have been pushing to their media, pushing to the international media, that people abroad are the people who are agitating and asking out. But it is a lie. The self-referendum will prove them wrong, as it has already done. When you check these charts that our Prime Minister have released from that self-referendum, it shows that the greatest number of the people who are participating on that referendum are from Biafra land. That very lie has not only been destroyed verbally by things you can see, evidence you can see from that very self-referendum. They said only the Igbo Biafrans are the ones called Biafra. They are the only one interested in the restoration of Biafra. Another lie. The self-referendum is saying otherwise because we are getting votes from the 40 states in the old southeastern region. Votes are coming in from the 40 states in the old southeastern region. So that lie is dead. That lie is dead. That self-referendum will help to show our readiness to get out of the zoo. You and I know the number of people who participated in the Ashira election. Even when they gave a fake number, they said it was 4.something million. They say 4.something million people voted. Almost 24 million people registered. When the 24 million people registered, we began our campaign. Our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, began the campaign that we should not participate on the election. After many preaching and messages that were going out, Biafrans withdrew from that election. Out of 24-point-something million people that registered, only 4-point-something million voted, according to them. And we know that the number is inflated. The number that voted is inflated. It's not up to that 4-point-something million. But we give it to them. We give it to them. 24-point-something million registered. Only 4-point-something voted. That speaks for them. We are talking about a region that have more than 70 million. More than 70 million people in Biafra land. We have more than 70 million people. Only 20-something million voted. No, registered. 4-point-something million casted their vote. And remember, in democracy, number matters a lot. They say the majority carry the vote. And democracy is a game of number. For us to be able to destroy the Zoological Republic finally, we have to present a number that will beat the number they are showing. It's a game of number. For we to be able to overcome them, for the whole world to pay attention, for the world to take us serious, we have to present a number that is greater than the number they are presenting. That is why this self-referendum is key and very strong. It is key to the legitimacy of Biafra, to the legitimacy of Biafra Republic of Exile, to the legitimacy of our freedom. Now you understand. Now you see the reason why you must carry the message of referendum everywhere you go. Why you must make sure every single individual in your family that is above 18 cast their vote. Anybody above 18, from 18 and above, cast their vote. Help anybody around you that you can help and make sure they cast their vote. The delegitimization of the Zoological Republic is already on a very high scale. We have already achieved almost 90% of what you need to achieve for us to have our freedom. Today we are documenting them so that as the world operates on evidence, when we speak, we show them evidence. When we speak, we show them evidence. And for those who have been saying for a long time that why are we doing it online? You and I know that we are in the age, in the digital age, in an age where the AI is taking over, and the whole world is paying attention to everything that is done digitally. Nobody has the time for the manual issue anymore. Digitally, you can get the number, you can do the survey you want to do, conduct your survey. Today, surveys that are conducted digitally are used in the court case. They are used in the United Nations. They are used in the UN. They are used in the EU. They are used in the court in so many places. Survey that is conducted online is being used. So if anybody is telling you that we are doing it online, it doesn't matter. You better wake up. You better wake up. You better wake up. We are in an age where the Biafra of today is not like Biafra of yesterday. That was why our Prime Minister said that he is not going to fight for this restoration of Biafra the same way the people before him fought. He made it very clear. Because it is always a different situation at a different time. Moreover, we are in restoration, not in agitation. He made it clear, do not expect him to fight for Biafra the same way other people fought in their own country. Don't expect him to imitate anybody, not to imitate Mandela, not to imitate Martin Luther King, or imitate Gandhi, or imitate our eternal Dedim Odumogojuku, or even Martin Nandikam. He has his own template. We are in restoration, not agitation. Have that in your mind. And in this time of restoration, we are bringing evidence. We say a word and we show it to you. It's not only talking and shouting. We show you evidence. And that is what our Prime Minister is known for. He will tell you a word and give you what it looks like. If you go to his Twitter platform, what you're going to see there is a bunch of evidence. Evidence supporting every single thing he says. You will see the evidence on video, on audio, on tape, on pictures. That is where we are today. It is not just to come and cry, oh, all hey Biafra, oh, they are marginalizing us. We have passed that stage. We have passed stage of lamenting, complaining, and crying. And no, we are not in that stage. If you are still on that path, please come out. What you have to do today is that every one of us have to hold on the consistency of this restoration of Biafra. Remember the message of Mazen Nandekano, where he told us that consistency is the key. That is why Mazen Nandekano has remained consistent even in the face of the enemy. One of the strengths of this struggle is that we are fearless in the face of our enemy. You hear Mazen Nandekano say it by himself. And today, Mazen Nandekano is fearless even in the face of death. In the territory of the enemy, he has remained faithful to the pursuit of the freedom of Biafra. He has never jumped ship. Unlike the IPOB in Nigeria we see today, everywhere you see and you hear from the IPOB in Nigeria, they are busy promoting themselves. They are busy promoting their own personal agenda. They are busy jumping ship. Until this time, when our prime minister has separated them completely from the struggle, and they have now taken on their real uniform. The IPOB in Nigeria has now taken their real uniform as a pressure group, not an agitating group. They are a political pressure group for the politicians they are working for. That is why you see the confessions they are coming. You see their confessions, how they handed over the ESN that was meant to protect the people. They handed it over to the governors to use for blackmail. And they confess to it. That is why today you see them attacking Mazen Nandekano's legacy in all angles. That is why you see them today trying to conduct documentary against the struggle, against the Biafra Republic of Israel, against Mazen Simon Ekpa. That is why they will go and take the videos of Ebubago and the evil of the Nigerian government, and they do a voiceover in order to blackmail Mazen Simon Ekpa. Because they are trying to destroy the legacy of Mazen Nandekano, which you and I know. Mazen Nandekano has nothing to do with any politician. Mazen Nandekano has made it clear that it is either Biafra or death. And when he was asked for that, what do you mean by Biafra death? He said, it's either he gets Biafra or he died in the process of fighting for Biafra. He made it very clear. And that is where he stands up to today. But what do we see? What we see today are people who are using the name of Mazen Nandekano to perpetrate evil, push lies, up to the extent of organizing a group that call themselves Igbo Jews or whatever they call themselves, Southeast Jews. A man came out and claimed to be the one who is the originator of Judaism in the East. And he's saying that he is not part of Biafran freedom. That is literally what's saying. When he says that he and his people are not participating in the self-referendum, what he means is that he and his group are not part of Biafran freedom. But such kind of person with empty brain will not know. That is why the IPOB in Nigeria were able to convince him to make that video. And he made that video thinking that he did something, not knowing that he shot himself in the leg. Coming out to tell the whole world that you do not want Biafra. That is what it means when you say you are not part of the referendum to get Biafra. You are not part of the referendum to present Biafra to people who are serious and willing to go home. What you are telling the world is that you are not part of Biafra. This IPOB in Nigeria who are attacking Mazen Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Israel, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, they know very well today that the Biafra Republic of Israel is in charge of the legal expenses of our supreme leader, Mazen Nandekano. They know today that the legal team of Mazen Nandekano are under the Biafra Republic of Israel. They know very well that Mazen Nandekan have distanced himself from these criminals in the Nabarman. These criminals, these informants and saboteurs, he had distanced himself from them. They know, but yet they have refused to acknowledge that truth because of their evil mind. Because they have never ever been fighting for Biafra. Because they were not chosen. We are in the era where the prayer of Mazen Nandekan has come to life. You see, each time before I start my program, I pray the prayer of Mazen. I know the why I pray that prayer. I play it because every single prayer that Mazen Nandekan has made has been answered. And we will continue to remind Chukwu Okikabiyama of those promises and answers so that we can retain the answers to those prayers. Every single prayer he made have been answered. He prayed in Israel when he escaped death. He said, Chukwu Okikabiyama, to give him men. When he has looked left, right, and center, there was no single man standing behind him or before him. He has looked right, left, and center. There was nobody, both inside and out, including in his own household. Nobody was with him. He shed tears and prayed and said, Chukwu Okikabiyama. Just like Christ prayed and said, why have you forsaken me? He told Chukwu Okikabiyama, why is he just alone? And Chukwu Okikabiyama reminded Mazen Nandekano in Israel when he prayed and told him that when the time comes, I will send people who are going to restore Biafra. The people who were born for this mission will appear. And today, that time has come. Those who were born for this mission, they have arrived. And those who are not called are walking away. That is why sometimes when you see somebody fall out from the struggle, when you see somebody fall out, it is painful, but we don't cry much. The only thing I say within myself is that this person is not called. There are still some people who are not called from their wondrous womb who are still among us. There are still some. And when the time comes, they are going to fall out. They are still going to fall out. There are still people who are going to fall out. Do not be surprised. I have always said it that it is very painful each time I see a fellow comrade fall out. It is very painful. People that I have stood in the same platform with and preach Biafra. People that I have stood on the same platform, promote Mazen Nandekan, promote Mazen Simon Ekpa, all of a sudden wake up and begin to say something different. Not because they have any points to prove, not because they have any evidence to show, just because of maybe they got angry, they got offended for one reason or the other. Because things were not done in their own way, they fall out. When I see such, it breaks my heart. I do not desire any Biafra to walk away from this struggle or fall out. I don't feel I see people fall out. It is painful. It is painful. But they will continue to fall out because they are not called. If you are still standing up to this moment, please hold onto your seatbelt very well. Tighten your seatbelt because once you lose that seat, you're not going to get it again. If you make a mistake of losing that seat, you will never ever get it again. Make use of the opportunity while you have it. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Good to see you. Thank you for joining today.
Yeah, bro, this is a greeting.
You're welcome, my beloved brother.
Yeah, how is everything?
Thank God. Thank you for Okikabiyama.
How is your family?
Glory be to God.
I want to greet you. Although I don't have much time because they will soon kick me out. Because you know that is their pattern. When you are
Yeah.
making sense and saying what is necessary, they will kick you out. My brother, you see, in this struggle of this liberation of our people, there is no looking up. Because if you start looking at face, you will make a lot of mistakes. Do you understand? It's only a man with a heart of stone that fight for freedom. If you don't have a heart of stone, you won't fight for freedom. Having a heart of stone doesn't mean that you are wicked. But having a heart of stone means that you are going to take everything that is going to come, all the heat. The Master Namdekan say that you need men of steel that doesn't know anything to go back. The only thing they know is moving forward. Even if the sky is turning upside down, they don't care. Their focus is the goal, which is that freedom of his own people. Now I see a man on Channel TV talking about Mazen Namdekan, talking about how he was rendition back to Nigeria, comparing Nigeria to US. I said, this man is normal. How can you be comparing Nigeria to US? He said that no state in US will just get up and say that they want to break up, that they want to go on their separate way. That is not possible. Now, but that man refused to understand is that every state in US have their own law that govern them, and every state in US take the mineral resources that is coming out from their land to develop their own state. Is this so in Nigeria? Nigeria that you have to go to Abuja to go and beg for money for them to give you, and you call that in a country. Look at what is going on. A country that will have two laws or three laws that guide people. There is a law that guides planet S-men. People that are untouchable. Nobody touch them. Nobody talk to them. They can do whatever they want to do and get away with it. They can go to anywhere and massacre people and get away with it. If you arrest them, even the policeman who arrested them will be sacked. And other people are just talking with their mouth agitating with flag. And those people will be sent soldiers to go and massacre them. And those people will be killed in cold blood. And you are telling me that we are one people. And whenever they are saying this, they will say that Nigeria descent is that is unnegotiable. Who said like that? When the amalgamation was amalgamated, did they consult our forefathers to tell them that they want to be one Nigeria? Even after all that cock and bull story they did in 1914, they said it's going to expire in the 100 years. And that amalgamation was expired in 2014. So, what stopped you people from calling everybody on the round table and ask them, do we still want to be one? But whenever you brought that issue on the table, they will kick you out. Next thing they will do is to be looking for a way to eliminate you. And you call that people a country. Is it not the UK that get up on their own and say that they don't want to be EU again, and they vote and go out of the EU? But whenever anybody mention that they want to go out of Nigeria, the government will be chasing that person to do what? To eliminate him. My brother, I want people to know one thing. All you have to do in this liberation we are, number one, trust no one. You only trust yourself. Your secret, your whereabouts, your movement, you tell no one your movement. It is only you. Makanas no okay no nama. And whatever you did not see in the S handle of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic government in Israel, that thing is a force. No matter who the person that is saying it, even if it's choose to hear that is saying it to you,
Absolutely.
and you did not verify it,
Absolutely.
it's a lie.
Absolutely.
Do you understand now? The killing, the massacre in Nimbo. It was in Nimbo people that invited the ants, because they are the one who went and fetched the firewood. When the Biafra Liberation Army was sent to them, they were the people who went and sabotage those men that devoted themselves to protect them. And they left. Now they are paying the price. Now they are crying. The governor who gave them money couldn't protect them. He came now and said that he's going to, okay, now do you prefer your father to be massacred and you being the son of the father, you'll be promised the man who who bring the people who massacre your father will promise you scholarship. As you know, the man who brought Fulani S-men cannot take you to anywhere. I was listening to one American old soldier. He was a very old man. He said freedom is not a child's play. He said there is a price to pay for freedom. And the
Absolutely.
price of freedom is heavy. The freedom comes with a heavy price. The question now is, are you ready to pay that price for that your freedom? Are you waiting for EU to come for you? Look at Mazen Namdekan has been kidnapped for past 3 years. It was last week that America opened their mouth to talk. Can you count how many people that have been murdered since Mazen Namdekan was kidnapped in Nigeria? If you count them, they have reached more than 1 million people. If you are waiting, and the only thing they did is to make a comment, so they have not taken any action. And that is all that they can do. I tell you, the freedom is in your hand. The freedom is in my hand. Any way you know you can contribute on your freedom, you better do it now. It is now or never. This freedom, it is now or never. If we did not get it now, we can never get it again. If you don't get it that freedom now, you can never get it again. Leave the people who sold Mazen Namdekana and they are telling you rubbish. Ask yourself a question. Was Mazen Namdekana in good time with Eastern politicians? The answer is no. Was Mazen Namdekana in good time with Ohanese and Ndush Nandama? The answer is no. But immediately Mazen Namdekana was kidnapped. The POS of Nigeria, because I don't call them IPOP in Nigeria, they are POS of Nigeria. They said that nobody should talk to Ohanese, that they are their fathers. The people that Mazen Namdekana discuss, because these people discuss Mazen Namdekana. And these people that he felt that they are going to continue his legacy until he come out, that sold him, immediately they betrayed him. The question is, are you ready for your freedom? What effort are you making for your freedom? What efforts are you making for your freedom? My brother, all I have to tell you, if it is money that you have to contribute, you contribute. If it is sharing this program, you share. If it is calling on this platform to make a contribution to enlighten our people, you call in and do your own job. My brother, I have to drop you. I salute you and may God bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. May Chukwu Okikabiyama continue to bless you, continue to protect you. We appreciate you. We have really missed you for a long time. Thank you so much, my beloved brother. I really appreciate you. You have said it all. You have said it and nailed it. Our freedom is in our hand. Nobody is going to fight for us except we fight for ourselves. I have continued to shout on this platform that the world that we live in today operates according to interest. The world we live in, everything is working according to interest. As long as people's interests are protected, they are good to go. The United Nations are there to protect a particular interest. Who are the United Nations? United States, the UK, France. These are the people who are using the United Nations to protect their own interests. That is why they are always late when there is trouble. So any sensible person will never fold his or her hand and say you are waiting for United Nations or you are waiting for EU. No. You must start doing something, at least to protect yourself and defend yourself. Draw the line. You have to start doing something so that when they come on, you will see where to stand and begin to make a discussion. And they will never come except you begin to do something. That is the absolute truth. The Nigeria of today that you see is favoring them in one way or the other. The United States, the UK, France, they are all favored. All the European countries, they are all favored in the situation of Nigeria today. They are favored. at least they can take your mineral resources unmeasured. They can take your mineral resources without being questioned. They control your resources and control whatever happens to your country without being questioned. So they are not bothered. The amount of mineral resources that flows to them increase instead of reduced. They take it without, almost at free. The same thing you see that was revealed in Burkina Faso, the same thing that is revealed in Niger, is exactly what is going on in Nigeria as we speak. That is exactly what is going on in Nigeria. And why the case of Nigeria is more severe is that the system in place does not permit anybody to question what is happening to the resources of that country. The system doesn't permit anybody to question. That is why they make their president so powerful. The president of Nigeria is the most powerful president in the whole world when it comes to the country. The president of Nigeria is the most powerful president in its country. I'm not talking about generally, in its own country. The place you find the most powerful president is Nigeria. A president who can take any action without being questioned. He can do and undo without being questioned. That is why today you can see that already the Tinubu that you know that is a fraudster is already telling you that the next tenor is a done deal. His next tenor cannot be competed with. Nobody can compete with his next tenor. Even when he knows he's not capable. Just like Buhari. While Buhari was destroying the economy, he was still telling you that in the next tenor he's going to be there. And you cannot do anything. More especially when the government is in the hand of the criminals, people who don't have conscience. And that is why you need to see the difference between the Biafrans and these people, other people. The Biafran people are unique. We do not force people into anything. We do not colonize people. We do not intimidate people. We do not steal from people. That was why you saw during the time you had Jonathan. Jonathan was the only person who decided to give away power willingly. He gave away power to Buhari. Even when it was very clear that that same election was not done properly. The election of Jonathan the United States helped them to rig the election. The US that you are seeing today helped them to rig the election of Jonathan. But because he doesn't have that, he doesn't have power monger. He doesn't love power the same way the Northerners and the other people want it, even at the expense of people's life. That was why he gave it up. But in the system of Nigeria, Nigeria produces a president that is the strongest human being living on that country, and nobody there challenges it. That is the kind of president you have in Nigeria. They can do and undo. They can keep you alive and they can take your life. Unlike any other civilized country, where you can come and challenge a president, you can unseat a president. Look at Donald Trump. He was removed. They played all the game they played, even when there were obvious evidence that they rigged it out. Yet, he could not command his army. He could not command the military. He could not use any force to impose himself on them. No. But you dare not try that in Nigeria. Who the hell do you think you are? You can't try that in Nigeria. Nigeria is the strongest. They have the strongest president. Their president stands as a god in their land. And that doesn't happen in any civilized country. You can't find that in any civilized and sensible country. For the people from all parts of the world, we are bringing all this information for you to understand the reason we don't want to be part of that contraption called Nigeria. It is not out of hatred. It is not out of wickedness. It is not because of our mineral resources. It is because they have made us an endangered species in our land. It is to save life. Our purpose for wanting to get out of the contraption called Nigeria is to save life. Not only the life of Biafran people, the life of the Ududua people. the life of the Arewa people, the life of the Middle Beltans. Any human being on the planet Earth that cares about the people in that contraption should be worried about what is going on and should support and speak up about the disintegration of the Zoological Republic. It is only that disintegration that will save life. It is only that disintegration that will bring security. It is only that disintegration that will bring growth, genuine growth in that contraption. But as you can see, the international community cares about their own agenda. They don't care about you. As long as their own interest is protected, they do not care about you. And the earlier you understand this, the better. None of them care about you. That is why in this era, as we have entered in the new dimension under the Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, it is forward ever and backward never. Our Prime Minister have said it, that it is eyes on the rising sun. Our eyes should be on the rising sun. He went ahead to say that it is Biafra first. In any transaction, in any discussion, it is Biafra first. We must learn to put ourselves first. I do refer to Donald Trump sometimes because Donald Trump is somebody who lived in reality while he was president. Donald Trump, when he was speaking in the United Nations, he said that he has come to put his own country, America, first. That it's left for every member state to put their own country first. That is a reality. They hate him because he's too real. He's too real to be true. Very realistic. When he called Nigeria a shithole, people got angry, but that is what it is. That is what it is. It is very difficult to find people who can call a spade in this generation that we're in. Everything is covered under one disguise or the other. People are hiding under one thing or the other to pretend what they are not. We must begin to face the reality of the day. And the reality is that in this present time that we are in, it is only you that can save yourself. Nobody is coming. If you do not put your hand and cry out, not just cry out and begin to do something, you're going to be back. You're welcome, my beloved brother. Thank you for joining.
Morning, my brother. My brother, too. God bless you this morning. It was just the place is crazy this morning. You know, lots of stuff going on, but I just want to contribute at least my voice to lend my support. I was happy also to see Brother Ifeanyi.
You're welcome.
Yeah, when he came in and he made a very valid contribution, you know, so it is what it is. We know what we want. Nobody is gonna tell us what we want or what we don't want. This when we are shoe. I know where the penal.
Absolutely.
So when all this like that one junkie, Philason, the Yab rubbish, you know, he's very close to Tinubu. We followed everything when they had the election, and his comment about Tinubu, how is it like a family friend, stuff like that. So we know what it's all about. But when they massacre Biafrans, they don't come out to talk about it. When they destroy Biafran businesses in Lagos, they don't come to talk about it. But they want us to stay with them and to build the country. You see? So these are enemies. They don't like you. They can never. And it's up to us to wise up, to know that these people, all what they want is to have us in that evil contraction while they continue to milk us, subjugate us, and second class us as a citizen. That's what helping them to build Lagos, build Abuja, build other cities, develop commercially, while at the same time, when it comes to power or electionary or whatever, they come together, they always find it convenient to coerce, collaborate with partners to make sure they deprive us, and they want us to continue to stay with them in the country. So it's not for our interest. They know what they are doing. Therefore, it's up to us to say no, enough is enough. And like Ifeanyi said, it's now or never. It is now or never. Biafra is now or never, because it's enough now. Over a century, they put us in this position. They are enjoying the position that they find the Igbo man and Biafrans. When the election comes, they tell you, and it's going to get worse, who you can vote for, who you cannot vote for, where you will vote, where you cannot vote. If you don't vote this way, they throw you into the lagoon, they destroy your business, and we want to continue in that. How? How can we continue in that? You know, thank you so much, bro, because this consistent effort is what we need. Consistent effort is what we need to get the job done. While our PM is doing what he's doing, you see, when I look around, I feel so grateful. I am impressed, because this movement, unlike what our Onyendu had before, criminals around him, now the real people, those who are called by Chukwu Krabiama, they've come, they've arrived to take their place and get the job done. You see them yesterday and many other occasions, you know, professors around, engineers, doctors, men of high integrity, high caliber, quality profession, they are coming in. So that's to tell you that this is not child's play. This is unlike what we've seen before. This time, the real people from all walks of life, professionals are coming in. So it's now or never. We have to get it. You know, for our generation to come, we will never allow it. No way. We just will never allow it to, because we know what it's all about. And if we don't act, we know what it's going to become. You know, it's just an existential threat. That is what we are facing. I always emphasize it's existential threat. You know, so obviously we know we have compromised politicians who are in line with our enemies to, you know, for their own personal interest, but it's not going to retard us. We have to keep pushing. You know, the likes of those Odemas and many other governors, the Soludos and the Mba of Enugu, these are people who we are crowned and given the position by the caliphate in the north. They goes and swear allegiance to them. So they don't have our interests at heart. Absolutely not. Mba came the other day in Enugu to talk. After talking, he goes in, and that is the end. After maybe a week or two, another one happened. They come out and they condemn, and they go in, they continue. You know, like a circle, just continue every time, even before him. When they just like they're doing. But now, well, of course, North has gone now. Onyendu prophesied it. He told them this was going to happen. They've completely taken over the North. These terrorists. So they are because they are working together with the Nigerian military. So their plan now is it's like they've surrendered the North to them. Now they are shifting their effort towards the South. And the some group in Yoruba have signed an agreement with them. So for them, they are more or less secured in Yoruba to an extent. You know, then the Okuoma, they are coming to South, then to Southeast, then the job would have been completed. The Fulanization and Islamization would have been completed. But they failed already. They failed because people's eyes is open, and not only is it open, God has raised men to protect his land, the land of Chukwuka. So we thank God. Let them continue. They fail already. This year will mark the beginning of the ending of this zoo. This year. And I am sure that before that time, before that December, we will see what is going to happen. Because the hand of God is in this thing. So my brother, my schedule is very tight this morning. I will leave you. God bless you.
Thank you so much. You've done a lot. Thank you so much.
Do you say you are monetized? Demonetized, is that?
Yeah, I'm demonetized. I think it's going to be restored this month. This month is going to be restored this month.
Hopefully, because sometimes Mother Choka upgrade water safe for this type of thing in the form of super chat, you know. Yeah. But I've been trying it. It's not working, you know.
It's not working. It will be restored this month by God's grace. This month.
Okay, thank goodness. Good. All right.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. So my fellow,
are you ending?
Go on.
Are you ending now? Are you ending now or?
Yeah, I'm rounding up now. I'm rounding up.
Okay, you are both an hour already. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. So my fellow Biafrans that are watching, every one of us to know that today things are going the way it should be. Whenever you wake up in the morning, continue to pray for our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa. Chukwu Okike Abiyama has given us a man. Not just that he gave us a man, he called him and he answered that call at the right time, in the full scale. The Prime Minister and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, Master Simon Ekpa, is putting everything on the line, just like Mazen Nnamdi Kanu did. Today, our Supreme Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has given up everything. He gave his parents, gave out his immediate family. Today, he's in the territory of the enemy, still calling for the restoration of Biafra. You can see our Prime Minister today, his career is on the line. Everything, his own life. And he's not slowing down. These are men who were born for this mission. And so many of us who have been very, very consistent from the onset up to this minute. If you are still standing, thank your Chukwu Okike Abiyama. If you are still standing, thank your God. And I urge you to continue to hold onto your own seat. If you are in line with the Biafra Republic of Exile, I bet you are with the man who has the key. Today, we have the man who has the key on how to restore Biafra. And he has spelled it out in ABC for a layman to understand. So I see no reason why you should be doubting the capacity of the Biafra Republic of Exile Prime Minister and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces. He is a man who doesn't just say something in secret and say, oh, I'm working in secret. He will go underground, work, and come in the open and tell you what he's doing. Every single step he has taken, he has explained to a layman's way to understand. There is nothing hidden in the restoration of Biafra today. There's nothing secret. He has become so successful that the IPOB Nigeria are scared of the secret of his success. They can't even hold it. They are confessing and they are scared. How comes this man is succeeding? The only thing that makes him to succeed is because he is truthful, sincere, consistent, and focused on what he's pursuing. He has the key. Follow him with your heart. Follow him with all your strength. Obey every instruction that he gives. It will only lead us to victory. Forget about your personal hatred, your envy and jealousy. Every one of us must not be a leader. Every one of us is called separately and single-handedly. Every one of us is called in different ways for this restoration. There are people that are financially blessed. They are financially blessed, and their call is to be the pillar of the restoration of Biafra. I have seen several of them. And you might be one of them, and you are still hiding. Don't hide. There are people who are blessed with evangelism, that when they open their mouth and speak, you will understand it to the lowest level. There are people who are committed in sharing every information that has to do with Biafra. If you go to their platform, you will see it. You see it to their friend. They send everywhere. There are people who their own call is praying for Biafra every single day. We have different calls. Focus on your own area of call. Do not be jealous of your brother who is doing his own business on the restoration of Biafra. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Exile, have made it clear. We are pursuing Biafra on 3 different fronts. We are pursuing Biafra politically. We are pursuing Biafra diplomatically. We are pursuing Biafra on armed struggle. And these 3 fronts are on high speed, on a high scale, being pioneered and engineered by the Biafra Republic of Exile. You can see evidence on different angles, on different causes. All you have to do is to calm your brain down, focus, face reality, and your life will never remain the same. Fellow Biafra, if you have not casted your vote, please go and cast your vote, and make sure that every now and around you cast your vote. If you want to be part of those who are going to be in a place where history will be made, November to December, please go to biafrasecurityadministration.org and make your registration. In that same biafrasecurityadministration.org, go there and give your information for your ID card. Apply for your ID card, and it will be delivered to you. every one of us. Remember, Ejema is still online. Secure your finance through Ejema. Make your trade, buy and sell with it. These are strategies that have been put in place to secure Biafrans and make sure that our victory cannot be truncated. The declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra will be made December 2nd. No man is going to stop it. It is divine and it's going to happen. After the declaration, we are going to defend it. That is why you must start making your contribution now. Contribute the best way you can. Put your money where your mouth is, which is Biafra. As long as you're from the old southeastern region, the present south-south and the southeast with the lower Benue and lower Kogi, put your money in Biafra. That is what we have to do to secure and maintain the tempo until Biafra is fully restored. There is no going back. It is forward ever and backward never. Fellow Biafran that are watching, wherever you are watching from, remember, our freedom is guaranteed by Chukwu Okikabia. Only you can deny yourself this freedom. The people in charge of the affairs of Biafra today are willing and ready to do everything humanly possible to see that Biafra becomes a reality. Biafra will be declared and defended. I appreciate every one of you that has connected anywhere you are connected from. I thank you for being part of this program this morning. Every morning I come here, it is always an interactive session. Please join us to interact whenever I come on. Feel free to join. And today is the first day of May. I wish you a happy new month. Remember, 29th of May, 30th of May, and 31st is a sit at home. Begin to prepare yourself for that time that is coming. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect every Biafran in this month of May and grant us freedom, grant us victory. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the Liberation Army. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the resistance fighters. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different angles. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the Black Marine, guide and protect our Air Force, the Strike Force. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect every forces that are genuinely fighting for Biafra. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the federal government in the homeland, all the officials. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect the Biafra Republic Government in Exile cabinet. Every member of the cabinet will commit into the hand of Chukwu Okikabia for wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. May Chukwu Okikabia guide and protect all our media warriors that are speaking on different platforms. We commit them and their families in the hand of Chukwu Okikabia for divine wisdom, knowledge, protection, and safety. I pray for our Prime Minister, Master Simon Ekpa, wherever he is at this moment. We commit Master Simon Ekpa in the hand of Chukwu Okikabia for divine protection, for divine safety. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. No evil shall befall him. We pray for him for wisdom, knowledge, understanding. He will never dash his foot against a stone. We pray for our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for good health. We pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for healing. We pray for Mazen Nnamdi Kanu for safety. Wherever Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is, we pray and we ask Chukwu Okikabia to be his guide and protector. May Chukwu Okikabia continue to carry him in his own time, that no evil shall befall him. Very soon, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will regain his freedom and he will raise the flag of Biafra. I appreciate every one of you that have been patient from the beginning of this message up to this time. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. If you have not yet touched your notification bell, touch that notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I come online every morning. I will always be there. As long as I have life, I have the strength. I will always be here every morning to speak about Biafra. Biafra is my business. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move airborne. Thank you and stay safe. See you tomorrow. People watching from Facebook, see you tomorrow.